students. In the previous video, I have discussed, you can find at the channel, I have discussed about the saturated hydrocarbons and the formation of saturated hydrocarbons, their general formula, their electron dot structure, and now we'll be moving up to unsaturated hydrocarbons. And we have discussed the basics in the previous video why they are unsaturated, because they have shared two pairs of electrons between themselves, means carbon and carbon have shared two pairs of electrons. I have told you that one line shows one shared pair, that is one electron has been shared between each carbon, then it is single bond, each carbon has shared one electron, so it will be single bond represented by one line. If each carbon has shared two pairs of electrons, means two electrons from each carbon, then it will come two pairs, then it will become a double line. If each carbon has shared three electrons, it means three pairs of electrons in total, then it will become triple bond. One pair of electrons is shown by one line, that is known as bond. The bond is represented by one line. So there are single bonds which are saturated hydrocarbons. All bonds are single, irrespective of number of carbon. It can be 100, but all will be singly bonded, means sharing one pair of electrons. But if you know the number of carbon atoms is 100 or 10 or 3, but any two of those carbon atoms have shared more than one electron pair between themselves, means they in this two electrons are shared by each electron by each carbon, it means two double bonds have been formed or triple bond have been formed, then it is unsaturated. It always want to eliminate this extra bond with another, replace this extra bond with another atom, not with carbon, with another atom. And it also wants to remove these two pairs, only form single bonds with other carbon atoms. So all saturated hydrocarbons are not satisfied with themselves, they want to become like saturated hydrocarbons, so they can easily break the bonds, therefore they are very highly reactive, more reactive than saturated carbon. Now come at what these unsaturated hydrocarbons are called depending upon the bond between them. So if the carbon shares two pair of electrons, means two electrons by each of carbon. Let me represent the electrons of carbon by cross. So two electrons of this carbon and two electrons of this carbon are shared, then it will become two pairs of electrons are shared, that means double bond has been formed. So these types are known as ALK. I have told you in earlier video, you can see ALK means number of carbon atoms, and for double bond it is the prefix will be E, similar as it was for one single bond, it was in saturated case of saturated, but in case of unsaturated, number of carbon atom will ALK, that will be myth is will be not will be there, I will discuss it. Prop, number of carbon depending on number of carbon, and the suffix will be E. If it is, if each carbon is sharing, if two carbons are sharing double bond, means two pairs of electrons. But if they are sharing three pairs of electrons with themselves, with another, if there are three pairs of carbon shared in another carbon, electron shared with another carbon, then it will be triple bond. Of course it will be represented as, so basically C double bond C and C triple bond C, those two are unsaturated hydrocarbons. So in double, the number of carbon alk, that is prefix, and suffix will be E if it is a double bond. If it is a triple bond, means three pairs of electrons has been shared, three electrons by each of the carbon has been shared, then it will be a triple bond, and it will be alk will be there, that represents number of carbon, and the suffix will be "-ine". YNE, ene, ine. So basically, three types are there. C, single bond C, that are saturated. They are represented by prefix alk and suffix a, general name. C double bond C, prefix alk and suffix ene. C triple bond C, prefix alk and suffix ine. The single bond we have discussed in the earlier video. You can see my earlier video on this channel only, which I am sharing to you, on which you are watching this. And now we will be coming at unsaturated, that is double and triple bond, both are known as unsaturated hydrocarbons. So let us discuss about them in detail, their general formulas, from where we can see how many hydrogen will be there. So C, if it is C double bond C, then you can easily see the two pairs of electrons are shared by each carbon. Two pairs are shared, so two electrons have been of this carbon and two electrons of second carbon has been shared, so remaining are only two, because this carbon has shared two electrons to this carbon and this carbon has also shared two electrons to this carbon, so their two valencies are satisfied. Only two valencies are remaining, so remaining two electrons they will be sharing with another hydrogen atoms. So two electrons will be shared by two hydrogen atoms. Similarly, this will share its two electrons with another two hydrogen atoms. So you can see easily two bonds are here formed, 1 and 3. Four bonds are formed by this carbon and four bonds, two here, one here and one here. Four bonds are formed by this carbon. So its valency is complete. It can share only four electrons, which has been completed. So its formula will be, molecular formula will be C. How many carbon? 2. How many hydrogen? 4. So formula will be C2H4. In the earlier single bonded, it was twice the carbon plus 2. And here the number of hydrogen atom will be simply twice the number of carbon atoms. So its general formula will become CnH2n. And their general name is alkene. Ene represents double bond. Now if we have three carbon atoms, there, C, 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 it is not necessary that double bond will be formed by each. Only one double bond is sufficient to make it alkene. So let us suppose this carbon atom has formed double bond and this is single bond. Don't confuse between saturated and unsaturated. If only one double bond, one double bond is there, it can be only one double bond. Is sufficient to make it alkene. So it will be a alkene. Now if we make its structural formula, which is very important, remaining valencies are filled by hydrogen if there, we suppose. So the corner at carbon atom, as you are seeing, has shared two electrons with this middle one. So two valencies are remaining, which will be satisfied or filled by sharing electrons with two hydrogen atoms. In the middle carbon, if we see, two bonds or two electrons are shared by this corner and one shared by this corner. So it means three electrons have been shared by the middle carbon atom and only one remaining, that will be shared by with hydrogen atom. Similarly, in this carbon, the corner carbon atom, one electron has been shared by the middle. How do you know? Because only one single bond has been formed. Single bond is formed when one electron are shared by each. So you know that only one electron has been shared, so three are remaining. So three will be shared by three hydrogen atoms. So if we write its molecular formula, how many carbons? Three carbons. How many hydrogens? Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C3H6. Just the double of carbon atoms. So it becomes the general formula for alkenes. That is doubly bonded containing double bond. So it is alkenes. So if you write methene, Can you write methene? Meth means one carbon, but how will it form double bond with itself? So methene does not exist. There is no such thing like methene. Methane can be there in single bonded, but double bonds or triple bonds, the first hydrocarbon starts from eth. That is, minimum two carbon atoms are required to form double or triple bond. So in double bond, if there are two carbon atoms, it will be eth. I have in earlier videos you can see one is known as meth, two is known as eth. Prefix is meth, eth, prop. So eth and suffix will be. So if it is ethene, it means it contains two carbon atoms which are bonded by double bond with themselves, and another remaining valencies are satisfied with hydrogen. Its formula becomes C2H4, and general formula is C number of carbon atoms and hydrogen atoms are just double. So in case of alkynes, there is triple bond between carbon. So if it is triple bond, so 3 electrons are shared by this carbon with this carbon, and also this carbon shares 3 electrons with this. Only one is remaining, so one remaining electron will be shared with hydrogen atom. So it becomes C2H2. How many carbon are there? 2. So it is eth. And there is a triple bond, and triple bonded are known suffixes by ine. So it is ethyne. Let us see at one more example. If there are 4 carbon atoms, so C triple bond C, single bond C, single bond C. So it is C4. How many hydrogen now? 3 hydrogen are there. 3 bonds are formed by this carbon with this carbon. So 3 electrons of this corner atoms are shared with 3 electrons of this middle carbon. So only one electron is remaining, which is shared with one hydrogen. 4 valency is complete. Now in this middle carbon atom, 3 are here and 1 are here. All 4 electrons have been shared with another carbon atom. So its valency is complete. So it will not share any electron with another. It has no electron to share remaining. And now see on the third carbon, if you are starting from right, left, then third carbon is this. It has shared one electron with this middle one and one electron with this corner one. So two are remaining. So two remaining electron will share one electron each with one hydrogen. And in the corner, only one electron has been shared with this carbon. Third one, the fourth one has shared only one electron. So three are remaining. Three will be shared by three hydrogens. So how many carbon are there? 3 carbons. And how many hydrogens are there? Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is carbon C4H6. C4H6. As you can see, double the number. 4 to the 8 minus 2. So it means if number of carbon is n, then number of hydrogen will be 2n minus. So general formula will be CnH2n minus 2. For triply bonded, that is alkynes, and for doubly bonded, it is just double, and for singly bonded, it is double plus 2. So now I think you have understood what are saturated and unsaturated. Now if we look at the electron dot structure of some alkenes, that is, if you look at propene, let us suppose propene. First we form structural formula, that will be easy than writing the electron dot structure. Propene, props, just it contains 3 carbon. And how many hydrogen it contains? Then you know that ene means double bond. Then double bond have general formula. Alkenes have general formula CnH2n, just twice, so H will be 6. So it will be C3H6. Let us write, it will be propene, then it is C3H6. Let us write its structural formula. Then 3 carbons, in which two carbons are bonded by double bond and one carbon is bonded by single bond. So now write the number of hydrogens. Here you know the corner one is sharing two electrons with the middle one. So two electrons are remaining which are shared by each of one hydrogen. In the middle carbon, if you see, double bonds are there and one single bond is here. So only one is remaining which is shared by the with the electron hydrogen. And in the corner one, only one has been shared with the middle one, so it will be three electrons. If you see, the total number of hydrogen is 3 plus 1 4 or 2 6. So our general formula is correct. Now we have to write its electron dot structure. Replace the bonds, these bonds, with electrons. So how can we replace these bonds with electrons? See, this is double bond, so, and of the same type, because both are of carbon, so double, because one bond represents two electrons. Similarly, between hydrogen and this, you can replace it with cross is for carbon, then dot for hydrogen, you can show. Similarly, here cross for carbon electron and one dot for hydrogen electron. Similarly, if you look with middle, cross for carbon electron and dot for hydrogen electron. Here both are of same type, that is carbon carbon, so we can put two crosses here. And in the hydrogen, single bonded, cross for hydrogen and single dot for hydrogen, cross for carbon, dot for hydrogen, cross for carbon, dot for hydrogen. Now you can see the valency of hydrogen complete 2 2, and for this carbon it is 8, for this carbon 4 2 6 or 2 8, for this hydrogen it is 2, for this carbon, the last carbon, 2 4 6 8, and for these hydrogens double is complete, and double is complete. So it is electron dot structure of propene. Similarly, there has been shown electron dot structure of ethene, double bond, single bond with four hydrogens. Similarly, in case of ethine, it is very simple. It contains three dots, three paired with three between themselves, and one pair with hydrogen atoms. So you can easily see it. So further we will discuss again in the further section. Third part will be made.